I'm gonna make a quick run. This is not what I'm wearing today, but I wanted to throw on yesterday's jumpsuit. Bam. So I could run this errand and come right back and put on my regular clothes. There's a method to my madness. I don't want to wear the clothes that I'm wearing today out in public, so I'm wearing yesterday's clothes. So when I come back, I could just ditch them into the hamper. But I wanted you guys to see. I wanted you guys to see me take this down. Is it? Oh, it's just this one. That end looks whack. Let's go. Let's go. We go. We go. So y'all know I put these 6 twists. 3 across the top, 1 in the middle, 2 on the side, 1 in the middle, 2 on the side. And it is raining. And hopefully I have my moringa seeds waiting on me. So in addition to going to the local post office, I'm also going to go to an affiliate of mine who receives packages for me at her box, post office box. And while I'm out, I'm going to also send my packages. Oh, that hair is cute sticking out from under there. Oh, I look like that chick from the cute look girl from the Wiz Live, even though that was kind of semi-trash. But it was a nice try, and she was super adorable. She really stole my heart. The one with the yarn crochet bob braids with the hat on top of it and a little flower in the hat.
You don't gotta fret about her. Seeing how you offed her sister, she gets her hands on you. She'll slice, dice, and deep fry your butt before you can blink, so no sense in worrying about her. Have a nice trip! Regards to the wind.
Oh my God, she was so cute. That was the cutest little thing in the world. Yeah, put my glasses on. Make sure I have my mask, leave, and come right back. Happy music makes me. I done left and came back. It's an undershirt that didn't match what I had on. Yeah, I left and came back and been back for an hour and a half. Done been out in the garden, in the rain in the garden. Okay. Matter of fact, let me go all the way back. I love your own. Never eat, never consume your foods in the bathroom. Don't do it. Of course you don't eat in your bathroom. But I'll be drinking in my bathroom. You know what's weird though? Like some people who drink in their bathroom. Oh, Mr. drinks his coffee in there. His coffee. And he keeps bottles of water in there. And I say he keeps them in there because I don't think he'd be drinking his water like he needs to be. But anyway, I got me a little filter in here because he been on his colonized trip lately, where he makes me. He doesn't make me feel like. He implies that I'm just sitting around smoking weed all day, which occasionally I sit around and smoke weed all day. But I'm doing my regular life stuff, yo. I'm doing my regular life stuff. Like this weekend, he made me feel some type of way. I was going to tell a story and it was going to be a friend and a friend of friends, but fuck it. Y'all know I love him and y'all know he loved me. But we was getting ready to go to his mom's, where everybody there knows I use cannabis. And I have, in fact, since I came out of the green closet, I have been smoking most of the time before we leave to go over there. So as I have been doing most of the time before we left to go over there, I dosed up. And so he looks at me and he's all frowned up. And he says, "You smell like weed." Well, Nyoko, that's because I smoke weed. And everyone at that household knows it. What's good? But I know what it is. Colonization runs deep. And me too. How do you escape it when it's been indoctrinated into you? The plan was to indoctrinate you before you even got here to this earth. And that's what human colonizers did, because that's what they do. I need another coat of polish. This polish is really holding up well. I expect it to be chipped by now, but not so much. The end's a little questionable, but it hasn't chipped, and it's been 2-3 days. I showed y'all a long time ago how to make an equalizer. If you don't remember how that's done, let me know. But this is all the filtered mess. I was just thinking, what if that's actually not bad with cannabis? Like, what if scientifically it's just too easy to lump that in with the carcinogens of nicotine when you smoke it? But what if, because some people, when they get desperate, they scrape the resin off of their paraphernalia and smoke it. Tastes like shit, but they smoke it and it gets the job done. So I've heard. I've tried smoking it, but I don't know that it dosed me up like cannabis is known to dose me up. So I can't vouch for that, and I only tell the truth here. So I don't know it to be true or false one way or another. I know that I tried to smoke it once. Not a lot of it, just I scraped a little bit. And that lends to the point I'm about to make too, because I've also tried smoking RSO to see if that did anything, and I didn't get anything from that either. Again, I smoke very little because I can't afford to waste it like that just to be doing control tests where something like that is concerned. But I said all that to say, because it just occurred to me when I look at this cotton pad that has all this soot filtered through it, this resin filtered through it. What if with cannabis, they're not the same kind of carcinogens that they are with tobacco and nicotine? What if the stuff that goes through here for cannabis, what if this is actually RSO? What if that's still good medicine too? Because if that's the case, it would be a shame that they have convinced everyone to look that healing magic right in the face and turn your nose up at it. I can't imagine having cancer and someone I knew smoked weed and I thought it was so horrible. And come to find out that was a thing that could have healed me. I can't imagine being, I don't mean this in derogatorily. Well, it is derogatory, but I don't mean it with shade when I say I can't imagine being that closed-minded and ignorant. But I know I gotta be about something. We all gotta be closed-minded and ignorant about something. I don't know what my thing is. Oh, yes I do. Polygamy. For those of y'all that try to make polygamy sound like it was our maybe it was our ethnically cultural practice, but for y'all to make that sound awesome, I let them colonize me to monogamy, bitch. Me and whoever I'm with, so that way we don't have no confusion. Both of us know what the expectations are. Y'all be marrying people that cheat on you before y'all even get married. So you know they gonna cheat on you after you get married. You said it was okay. IDC. You said it was okay. Oh, I need to clean up. The house is a mess. I need to start cooking. But the house is a mess because I actually did a lot of cleaning up. I still need to hop in and out of the shower again. Because I told you I stepped outside in the rain. This hoe got pockets too. Pockets. Y'all send your favorite designer to me. Send your favorite designer to me. The one who's ready to come up with a whole fucking line of clothes for middle-aged, fly-ass middle-aged women. Get at me before we too old to do it. And before your president has us all taken out. See, Cannabis, you know what Cannabis just told me when I left out of here? Cannabis just said, now you know you went all the way to the post office and all the way back and let this camera running the whole time and got back and moved about the house for a whole nother hour and didn't turn this camera off. You might want to go back in there and see if you didn't turn the camera off. And I came back in here, and what do you know? I had indeed not turned the camera off. And so here we are. Love y'all. The reversion is real. And I wouldn't have it any other way. It really did a number on us. To think that our nappy ass hair ain't awesome. It is awesome. I'm gonna go back to being mad at it, but you know, I'm just appreciating it right now. And she feels nice. The scalp appreciates those cocoa butter treatments. Cocoa butter blueprint. Should I call it the blueprint? I wanted to call it sketching, but it's not sketching. You're drawing lines when you're oiling your scalp with it. So for those of you who don't know, and you would have never known had you not stopped through here, so congratulations on getting some of these gems I be dropping and nobody else is going to be privy to, because I'm never going to be popular. But yeah, girl, cocoa butter on the scalp. I'm of the opinion that your scalp will drink it up, and it will drink it up so immediately that as you apply the cocoa butter to your scalp, it will feel almost cool, like the cocoa butter is cool to your scalp, because that is how immediately your scalp will feel hydrated. The things we learn as we keep on living, especially the shit that will never be in the book. And you know when I'm high, the ancestors really be pouring the knowledge into me. I be knowing stuff that I don't even know that I know, and can't even begin to tell you how I know, other than they just told it to me directly while I was high and told me to share it with y'all. We all learn that. Some of the stuff that I learned on the spot that I let y'all know, I'm like, ooh, it came to me, you know. I don't even know how I know this, and I can't prove it, but it's the fact, it's the truth. And test it. It's the truth. Double check if you need to. The wisdom of God comes through me. Don't make it no less intense that I was already a wise individual. It really does enhance you. You know, when I started using cannabis, and because in my subconscious I still see it as a vice, which has a negative connotation, but I know the fact is that it is beneficial. So I was like, what if other people's vices were actually as beneficial as they think it is, even though we all know it's not, you know. There's nothing beneficial about being an alcoholic, nothing beneficial about being a junkie. But some people actually are happy drunks. And like, is that a bad thing? Like, between my family and the direction of my career, everyone in my life thought that, well, I wouldn't likely, but everything aligned in my life such that the opportunity to become an alcoholic would so present itself so many times over and in so many ways. And everybody know I loved my wines, but that indigo would not let that happen. Too much common sense, too little cognitive dissonance. So that wasn't going to happen. But anyway, as I was coming into my chronological adulthood, I was thinking, well, what if I did become a drunk? I mean, if I'm a nicer person when I drink, I had people gift me alcohol. I know lots of people get gifted alcohol because they just drink. But I got gifted alcohol not because I drink alcohol, but because I was actually a nicer person when I was drinking. So it made me think, well, what about alcoholics who are alcoholics, but they're nice, they're nicer people. They're not better people because they can't be trusted to count it on, you know what I mean, to be responsible as a drunk. But happy drunks. Like, what if there's a person that's a bitch in regular normal life, but then when they're drinking, they're a nice person? So don't you want to see them drinking? Like all the time? Be like, oh, she reeks of booze, but the sweetest lady. And I used to be like, why nobody talk about the happy drunks? And that wasn't in reference to me or anything like that, because I had no intention on being a drunk one way or another. Because my grandma was a drunk, and that bitch was evil to everybody except me. And that's because I put that indigo out there for her to mess with. I'm not having that type of disrespect in my life. I don't care if you did give birth to one of my parents. That ain't how it's going down. This is how it's gonna go down. Anyway, that's what my spirit be telling people that usually get over on other people. If I'm not in the mood to just pretend that you believe that you fooling me, if I'm not in the mood, you don't want to mess with me, because I'll expose you. I'll expose your sociopath for all the lies you just told, that you are telling now, and that you intend to tell in the future, because I can see them all coming a mile away. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. So they're not comfortable. They're not even comfortable around me, these sociopaths that be pulling the wool over y'all's eyes. It'd be so obvious to indigo people. I miss Gigi. I hope she is nowhere near those fires. I hope nobody's anywhere near any fires, because fires are no longer limited to Cali. The orange regime is making its mark across this bitch. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. Actually, this video is not about anything, because I didn't come to make a video. I came to turn the freaking camera off because I realized I had left it on originally when I walked in here and the camera was still running. And now I need to empty the space and refill the battery, because I sat here and ran my mouth all hot and stuff. But hopefully we learned something. We usually do. I can't remember what it was, but we learned something. A breeze of cold air whisked past my ankle. And when it passes that low, I think it's my baby. I miss him too. But that's what it's for. That's what life is for. When you have someone you love, enjoy, a spirit that you love and enjoy the time with while you had them on earth, when they're gone, you miss them. And it doesn't have to always be sad. And I really, since I'm not getting any younger, as I lose people that I love, I want to hold on to the good memories. I want to be in control of my mourning while still allowing myself to grieve, but doing so by not holding on to any regrets I may have about my role in not having spent even more time with that person. Because if it's somebody you love, it was never going to be enough time to spend with them. So in that way, I'm preparing myself. And I'm glad I'm doing that, because since I lived my life as an introvert, and I selfishly shitted myself out of really good personal energy and experiences with people I love the most by being an introvert and not spending as much personal time with those people that I love as I should have. Since I spoiled myself in that way, I think maybe in a way I was deflecting so that if we ever had to be separated, I wouldn't have to miss them so badly. I know it sounds backwards. But I love them so much, I don't want to have to miss them so badly when I'm not around them. See, I couldn't have talked myself through this if I wasn't high. Yeah, so I actually ironically pulled back from my energy from them, except when we're together. When we're actually together, all bets are off. I'm just giving all the love, and I'm receiving as much as my cup can hold. But when we're not together, I don't want to miss their energy on thirsty levels, on thirsty, needy levels. I don't ever want to do that, because I want the love to always be fresh. I don't want them to get annoyed or aggravated with it, or, you know what I mean? Not that they would take it for granted anyway, but because I choose people in my life specifically, family and or not. We got choices. Don't act like you don't have to. I get it. We colonized to think, you know, you can't pick your family, and you can't, but you do have the option to support and or distance yourself from whoever, whenever it's deemed appropriate for your personal wellness. The whole point of being able to live life is to be able to extend it and live it in that time that you have it, right? Quality of life. You're welcome. This sermon brought to you by the elevated ancestors. You're welcome. Boy, turn me inside out and round, round, upside down. Boy, turn me inside out and round. You better pluck them strings, boy.